welcome everyone back to another video. So today's another episode of Custom Class, and we are checking out the QBU 88 sniper rifle, fully equipped with a 4x ACOG scope, foregrip, and nothing for the third attachment. Now for the sidearm we've got a .44 Magnum scoped. We've got the motion sensor, the spawn beacon naturally, and we've got for the specialization perk we've got frags. The QBU, however, is one of those weapons you either love or you hate. You've really got to try it out to find out how it actually performs. It's one of those guns as well that delivers an impulsive sound when you fire it, so it's actually very addictive. But the recoil really does put you off this weapon. It has really tough recoil to control. It's not uncontrollable as such, but when you fire it, it'll go very skyward, so you've got to really learn this weapon quite well. Now first of all, you will notice that the class did specify an ACOG 4x scope. Unfortunately, due to my lack of using this weapon, I haven't actually unlocked the ACOG 4x scope, even though I've got just over 230 kills with it. For some reason I haven't unlocked the ACOG, but either way I chose something just as equivalent, or at least what I thought was equivalent, the PKA hollow scope. It works really well, especially in team deathmatch. On this weapon you can really rack up the kills, especially if you directly go for the headshot. You can take people out almost instantly, well actually instantly. It was a lot of fun though, running around with the semi-automatic sniper rifle, just taking guys down left, right and centre, as it did pack a huge punch, which was absolutely amazing. Especially just putting 2 shots into someone would take them down, so it was very effective. But I couldn't say the same for the hip fire of this weapon. As I did try and use it to the best of my abilities, it was just a no-go area, because you have to either be point blank range or extremely lucky to get either a medium range or kind of a close range headshot. Either way, if they had a machine gun, a pistol, or probably a pea shooter, they could take you down. Another thing about this weapon is it doesn't really perform well on the move. You do have to be stationary in most locations and situations to actually try and be effective against people, especially when they're moving. And if you're moving as well, the spread of this weapon isn't going to be as accurate as you may hope. But of course, being stationary in any location is very bad, because snipers can pick you off within a millisecond, and of course people are inevitably going to sneak up on you and try and get your tags. So what I tried to do to counter this, as if I didn't want to stay stationary, you have to try and take down 1 to 2 people, then move from cover to cover as you would with an assault rifle. So you've just got to try and apply those tactics from one class, which is very efficient, to another which isn't, and trying to make it more effective. Now I think it's time we talked about the Magnum. I do like the Magnum, the Rex, those type of pistols that really do pack a punch, especially on a class that's already packing a huge punch. It really does make it an unstoppable killing machine, of course, if you can aim properly with the Magnum. Now I do like the Magnum, the normal one, not so much the scope, because for some reason my brain works in a way that I can't use the scope. It's just really awkward. But I do like the original with the iron sights. It does really well, and I can kill a lot of people with it. But when it comes to the scoped, it just falls apart. So all I did to fix this was just not aim with the Magnum, especially in team deathmatch on Firestorm or Metro. You don't really need to aim. You're that close to the enemy. You can either get a lucky one-shot headshot or just quickly put 2 rounds into someone and they're done. But most of the time you've either shot them once and you can just pull out the Magnum and fire again. That was very effective. I found that tactic worked most of the time, and I did try and use it as much as possible. Just when you get suppressed with the QBU, it becomes so ineffective, it's completely and utterly pointless. Try shooting back and it's not going to work. If you're going to get suppressed with this weapon, you want to take cover as quickly as possible, otherwise you're completely done for. Lastly, I wanted to talk about the frag specialization perk. Now, with the QBU, you've only got 10 rounds in each mag, 11 if you've got one in the chamber. And with 2 frags becoming very handy, just to lob one through the window to either suppress them or take down a couple of people, so you can clear out the rest of the room with the remaining bullets you have, because 10 rounds isn't going to be that effective against a whole bunch of people, unless you're extremely lucky to get a headshot on each and every one, which is very unlikely. So having 2 frags to chuck one through the window, run up the stairs and say Metro, clear out the rest of the people, or just chuck one through the window, keep them suppressed, and then lob one when you're upstairs. And I found this tactic worked very, very well. But that's all I have to say about this class. I had so much fun running around with a semi-automatic sniper rifle for once. Usually it's a bolt action and it gets very, very repetitive and very frustrating, but it was very different and I had a lot of fun doing it, so I recommend you try this out. And if you have a class setup of your own that you'd like to see appear in next week's episode, please do feel free to post it right down in the comments section below. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and as always, until next time.